Well guys, we're back for another video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm TD. I play this game a lot. I'm level 70, and a lot of you guys have said that you want to see how someone with 3,000 hours in this game runs the missile silo. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Someone requested that I do it with a boss SKS too, so I'm going to use the Kartek SKS, and we're going to become the new boss of the silo for a few raids. Now I am going to run just FMJ because I don't always need AP. Shoot people in the legs. If you find a geared guy, shoot his ankles. It's not that hard. This kills fast. Well, let's hop into a silo raid, and I'll explain to you why I run it the way I do. Now, silo can also be a good map to get rich fast, but that'll be another video. Now, I do recommend bring a few nerds, bring a few grenades, energy, and a bandage, and more mags. You should always bring that into every raid, no matter what. Definitely grenades, because some of these Timmies are just some absolute corner sitters. Let the lag get done lagging. I believe that's just other players spawning in when it does that. So first thing you want to do is take control of this room. This is the Yorick skull spawn. There's a lot of scavs and stuff that spawn in here. If you're back on this pipe here, you can kind of see if people walk in. So like someone's going to come through this stairwell. If they do, there's a scav walking down the middle. But not only is this a dark spot to sit where people won't see you as often, it's just overall generally a good place because you can look over the box here and see them over this box. Now this guy's going to walk in. Maybe. I usually leave a scav just so that they think, oh, okay, it's safe. No one's in there. There's a scav alive. If you can avoid aggroing the scav in the hallway, it's going to be your best bet because most people just assume if there's a scav in here that the room is clear. Just keep a box between you and the scav. You'll be fine. Yeah, don't do that. I peeked him. That's a good way to get seen. Nobody has came down here though, so that's gonna be how you know you're in a lobby with some campier players. Now in the silo, you don't want to push people without full HP, so always make sure that you heal up. If you're not bringing nerds to a raid, well, be ready to die. I'm gonna check for skull. I don't know why. I don't even need them. You always want to keep track of how many players are in here. For instance, I just heard a guy die. So that tells me there's at least 4 other players now. If you're a solo, there's 5 other players that spawn on this map besides yourself. So you definitely keep track of the amount of players. So in here, you might notice there's an impact right there. That means someone just killed a Timmy with an impact, and there he is. Now, oh, he's a peeker. Hello. Players like that, you're going to want to just throw a grenade yourself. It sounds like he moved that way. And there he is. He was probably going to try to throw a grenade back because I was throwing grenades. There's his grenade right there. That's why you carry grenades. Not only is it just a good way to get people to move around so you can hear them, they panic. As long as, if they're throwing a grenade at you, as long as you kill them before the grenade explodes, it won't explode. Still got a lot of ammo in this drum. Someone else just died somewhere else, but this was the P90 user. In here, you always want to check these dark corners. I know it's lit up for y'all. That's just editing. But if you can't see them, you might run night vision like this guy had. Now I'm going to take his gear and I'm going to move it because you don't want to loot out in the open. Now you can. It might be faster, but not a good option. I brought a smaller bag too, so this ain't feasible for me. RIP to this guy. He also just gave me my grenades back because he also brought his own. But see, just like that, I got a decent kit. If I had my Ragnar or if I just felt like organizing this, I could take his T5 armor and his bag. But I'm not going to do that. I don't care about it that much. All in all, whenever I run this map, the main things I do is I check the skull area and I check cafeteria. They're the main 2 places you're going to have to check. That doesn't have a pin on it anymore, so it's going to be safe. Same with that one. We're good. That guy didn't even get a shot off on me. So next up, you want to check cafeteria. People camp this all the time. You're way better off not running a boss SKS and bringing a gun with a flashlight in here. But it is what it is. Someone's more than likely going to be camping in this room. If with a flashlight, you can see in there clearly. With a boss SKS, not so much. When you come in here, you want to check your corners. Notice there's a box already open in here. So there's a chance someone's just sitting in here if they haven't moved out already. Now they might have not, but check your corners. I don't know how many times I've been just ran up on by a Timmy with an impact in this room. It happens. Us geared players, we die. It takes an impact. But I generally just come here to check the hot sauce and the cheese and the card and move on. This is where all the high tier loot spawns. It's definitely worth checking the boxes. I don't know how many times I found crypto wallets and cards in these boxes. I'm not going to right now because I don't care about them. You could see whoever was in here though. He might have checked a few, but I don't know if he checked all of them. Now, generally, if you can just run through this, especially if you have a squad, you can just run through this in a matter of seconds. 3 minutes and you can clear the whole map and just exfil, repeat. But that's literally all there is to this map. You go in, you check the skull, you check cafeteria, check for top and bottom Kurtek, clear players along the way, and that's it. You know Kurtek wasn't there because there was scavs outside the door to the sky room. If the scavs aren't there, that means Kurtek spawned. That's worth something, I guess. Oh yeah, no Ragnar. I don't even want to mess with the collisions right now. So next I'm going to check for bottom Kurtek. Someone told me too, if the scavs are, if they're not there upstairs, he spawns either top or bottom. So he wouldn't be down here anyways because there's scavs up there. I don't know how true that is, but he's not here. Maybe it is true. Now this is the only time I enter this staircase room is from the bottom. And it's mainly due to all the scavs and stuff that float around in here. But also players like to just sit on the bottom and shoot upward like that. Now you can shoot up or down, but this is a very dark area. You can't always see people up there. You can't always see people down here. So I only come through the staircase from the bottom through that rotate that I just did. The next thing to always check is to just hit the crypto wallet on the way out. You check this box. There's a crypto wallet that spawns here like 90% of the time. It's not there. Someone already took it. But that's it. You just hit that and you get out of here. And that's the best way to run the silo. No matter what gun you use, just check for all those spawns and head on out. I killed 10 people. The guy that I killed's name was Love Tap. So 8 minutes into a raid. That raid took me 8 minutes. I didn't even use one full drum mag of this. Scored a P90 and his mag. I could have taken other stuff to make more money, but no. 8 minutes and I made 22,000 Karunas without even finding an item. Now if you find creator items and crypto wallets and stuff, you can get like 50,000-ish Karunas per raid, and if you just keep running it over and over again, that really adds up after a while. But I'm just gonna sell all. I don't care, I'm rich. But that's how I run the silo. It's just a quick in and out fast PvP area. There's no point in searching the entire map, it's pointless. You're just there to look for Kurtek, a skull, and creator items and the crypto wallet and get out. Eventually you'll just get to a point where you spawn there and you run that in 5 minutes. If you have a 3-man squad, it's just that much easier, but then you gotta share the loot. That sucks, but hope you guys enjoyed. This is a short video, I know, but that's how I run the silo. It's a small map. That's how it's going to be. If you liked it, drop a like and subscribe. If you want to see anything else or suggest any content, drop in the comments below. I'm going to try to make every video you suggest. I'm a full-time creator. This is kind of all I got going for me. So I'll see y'all later. Come by to Twitch if you'd like. It's TDVR Gaming as well. We're trying to hit partner.